when we were growing up, the idea of living in a third world country seemed so far off. It seemed like something you'd watch in a documentary or something that you'd read about. Now it just feels closer than ever because you go out into the cities and you see streets lined with tents. You see more and more people living in cars. You see people that can't afford food anymore.
This is what our shitty-ass healthcare has come to, where my patients need medicine and supplies, and their insurance won't cover it, and here I am, spending my own money because my patient needs it, and he doesn't have any money, and he can't work.
Okay, first of all, please go subscribe to A Homestead Journey, okay? Now she's got a Clips channel. Please go subscribe to her main channel plus this Clips channel because she's putting out really good content, okay? Let's go.
And the insurance won't even cover what it needs. And I'm sad and I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm about to be homeless in like...
Okay, before I continue this video, I think there are a lot of people that are in denial that the United States is now a third world country. It's a third world country with a bunch of billionaires and trillionaires at the top. I'm not sure if you guys accept this, but this is the reality. It's very harsh. So if America is now a third world country, you need to start operating under third world conditions. If you're from what was considered a third world country, listen, you know how to move. You got a competitive edge right now. Because the lady that you just saw who was complaining that she's got to give medicine, she got to buy out of pocket for her patient and everything, she's in complete denial. She doesn't know how to adjust from this lie that's been told about the United States and, bring it down, tone it down. She doesn't know how to do that. But for some of you that are watching, you are Nigerians, you are, Ghanaian, you are East Africans, you're Caribbeans, maybe some South Americans. I haven't talked to South Americans yet. Central Americans, I haven't talked to you yet. But I've talked to a lot of Caribbeans and Africans that watch my content. You guys understand what it's like being in a third world country. So you better start behaving like you're in a third world country, or else you're going to fail out here, guys. You're going to struggle.
2 days. I don't want your pity or I don't want you to feel bad for me. But what I would like is for anyone to know what it's like to live in your car and maybe some essentials that I can pick up that's going to be super helpful. I already have like a little porta potty situation, but I'm thinking of like, I don't know, maybe some electrical things that I'll need for like charging stuff. I mean, I have car chargers, but like I really don't want to have my car like on the whole time while I'm doing it. I think my car charges while it's off. Any essentials that you think I might need, anything that will be helpful, even any places that I can go and like park to be safe. I am in California, so if you know the area, specifically Bay Area, that would be helpful. I'm gonna get a gym membership so I can shower and all that stuff. Any places not to go, any don'ts that you can offer, let me know. But
I respect this lady so much. It takes a lot for someone like her to come out in the open in public and ask for help and say this is what she's trying to do. Things are not working out for her, but a lot of you guys are not accepting it yet. She's accepted it. I can hear the panic in her voice. I can hear it because I understand the situation that she's in. She's looking at her bills every month and things are not adding up, and she's looking at a check and she's going to the grocery store. Nothing is adding up. She knows she's drowning. She's like, nah, this is not working. It is not working because the conditions have changed. We're now in a third world country. The United States is now a third world country that's pretending that things are all good, but they're not. They're not good.
I'm a woman, so I just want to feel safe. I want to feel comfortable. Obviously, I'm outside, but and I was already thinking about getting some like window covers so that way people can't see in at night. But yeah, I'm in California. If you have any tips, please leave them in the comments.
I'm an American.
Okay, the tips that I'll give for some of you guys is do not be ashamed to do what that lady is trying to do. She's trying to cut back on her expenses, Maybe she still has a job. For some of you that still have a job, listen, you better cut down your expenses by at least 80%. Figure it out. You're going to have to start doing things that are very uncomfortable. This is now the season where you have to be completely uncomfortable, guys, or else you're going to sink like the Titanic.
I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I'm $7,000 in debt. I'm an American. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive for my life. I am very overqualified for my job, but no one else is hiring. I'm an American. I make my boss hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, while I can barely keep myself alive. I'm an American. I have never been out of the States. I have never been on a vacation. I'm an American. I make $20-some an hour. A livable wage here is like 30-some. Yet I don't qualify for government assistance whatsoever. On the days I don't work, I'm so tired I just sleep all day. I'm an American. My electric bill is so expensive I sit outside in the heat because I can't afford to turn the AC on in the damn house. I'm an American, and I fear I'm just an average American. I'm living the American dream.
That's what we call the American nightmare, guys. The American dream is actually a nightmare. The dream is what they sold you, okay? But you have to remember the history of the United States. The history of the United States is it's a country that was built by slaves, based off of slave labor. So if the country was built on slave labor, that means eventually the people that are working right now are going to become slaves. This young lady over here that we were just watching, she doesn't know she's a slave. She has no idea that she's a slave to some corporation. And it's really, really tragic. Okay, this sounds like a harsh video, and I'm not going to watch the whole thing because I want you guys to go subscribe to this channel and watch more content like this one so you can wake up from this delusion that you are living in a country that's functional. The United States is no longer functional, guys. You got to create your own rules so you can survive out here. Because if you don't create your own rules, you can't survive and you can't start that home care business that's going to make you the money that you deserve. So if you guys are ready for the cheat code, you're ready to get unstuck, not end up like this one right here who is a slave. Can you imagine in 2026 where we're talking about this? There's something called wage slavery, guys. There's no difference between her and people that look like this that lived back in the 1600s. There's no difference. So if you guys are ready to avoid this, you better schedule a call. I have the cheat code. I've put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time. And the other thing we're going to do is I'm going to add you to my private WhatsApp group because you need somebody to coach you and hold you accountable to do the work so you don't end up a slave. Talk to you soon.